Tom.
Hello everybody, Tom Fawkes here. Welcome back to more Saints Row 2. In the last episode, well, technically we beat the game. We beat up Dane Vogel, killed him, took over Ultor, and by extension the rest of the city. But there's still some unfinished business left to take care of. We're about to watch the credits too, but I put a stop to that. If we head into the police station, for some reason the doesn't seem to care. I need to, let's see. I gotta get somewhere. That much is certain. I don't quite remember where, but what I need to do is get to, oh man, probably like some kind of file room, I'm assuming. But I gotta listen to 3 recorded conversations.
Jeez, fucking idiot.
Recreation center.
You got a problem?
It's probably like something labeled like files or something. We'll see though. The recreation center has a lot of punks in here playing arcade games, because presumably only punks play arcade games. I am a punk. That is I. That is me. Detective Bureau and vending. Chief. 1985 to 2008. For over 25 years of dedicated service to the citizens of Stillwater, helping to bring peace and justice to our beloved city, we thank you and wish you the best of luck in your retirement. Catch the big one, Chief. Update. Rest in peace. So he retired and then he passed away, huh? The stress from all the gang violence, probably. What is going on here? The Detective Bureau. Ah, here we are.
What's up, Dex?
I know you're a cop.
Fuck are you talking about?
Come on, man. Who you think you talking to? The tactics, the police station thing, your shitty haircut? You got cop written all over you.
So, what are you gonna do?
Nothing.
What?
I'm out, Troy. I got offered a job at Ultor. I'm dropping my flags and I'm going straight. I just want to make sure that we're not going to have a problem.
If I don't kill someone soon, I'm gonna forget how.
Well, probably not the best thing to say there, Flex.
How you doing, Julius?
I was doing better before I got arrested.
I wanted to talk to you about that.
I bet you do.
Listen, Julius, you've made some bad choices, but you're a good man. Let me help you out.
What do you want?
I want the Saints to be gone. Okay? Now, there's 2 ways that can happen.
You can arrest all of us.
Or you guys can quit while you're ahead. All right? This is my investigation. I can miss a few collars.
What are you saying?
Dex is out of the game, and you're in jail. If you can convince Johnny and your number 2 to drop their flags, the Saints will fall apart, and everyone goes home happy.
You don't think this will work, do you?
You think I like arresting my friends? Convince them to quit, and I won't have to.
There's no way that player's gonna stop.
Make them understand.
Let's say I can. How do I know I'm going free?
I've already talked to the mayor. Hughes is willing to give you guys pardons.
I'll see what I can do.
Talk between Troy and Jules. Talk between Troy and Dex. And the last one.
What the fuck was that?
It was the only way.
I said talk, not set off a goddamn bomb.
Relax, Troy. The Saints are finished. Don't try to find me.
So, this was all recorded during the events of Saints Row 1. Julius was planning to betray us this entire time. He wanted out of the game. Although I think that now that we've done that... Yep. Nope, wait. No, never mind. Thought we had a new person to call, but I guess not. Ah, here it is. Julius's file. Dex's phone number has been added to your cell phone.
How you doing, player? If you've gone through Troy's files, you know that Julius set you up. Meet me at the old church, and I'll tell you where to find Julius.
So one thing I learned from, and now there's a new mission marker on the screen. One thing I learned by doing this is that I thought you had to beat the game in order to get this mission. You don't. You can do this pretty much anytime after you get. I think it's pretty much anytime after you get Gat in your party. As soon as I can figure out how to get out of here.
Jesus, we gonna have a problem?
We might if I can't leave here. There we go. So now, let's head on over to the old church. I don't think we've actually seen the church this entire playthrough. And of course, it's at the dead center of Ultor's empire. But we took Ultor down, and the church is ours. So, let's say we take a look at the old stomping grounds. Before we do this mission, let's take a quick look here. The old Saints Row Church. I remember there being like something of historic plaques of places. Stillwater Memorial Church. Oh wait, that's right. If I go up to these then.
At a time when our city was shrouded by fear and apathy, the Ultor Corporation took a stand when no one else would. By working closely with Monica Hughes, Ultor created an urban renewal program that not only created jobs and housing, but created safety as well. The Saints Row you are now standing in is the furthest thing from the violent streets of yesteryear. And with your help, it will never turn back.
So after all that, Julius is now narrating over what used to be our old stomping grounds.
Founded in the 1800s, Stillwater always was a city of great diversity and promise. But the peak of Stillwater came in the 1970s. While the downtown area was as popular as ever, the crown jewel in Stillwater's crown was the district of Saints Row, a testament to architecture and urban planning. Mission Beach was the most prestigious neighborhood to live in. However, the peace and tranquility was shattered when Alejandro Lopez moved to town. Backed by Colombian drug czars, Lopez not only controlled the vice trade, but he created the first major street
What
gang
I wouldn't
in
do for a decent pint around
Los
here.
Canales.
Let's get a little bit of history here. We found out about the origin of Los Carnales, the Los Carnales, as it were.
Hello, and welcome to Stillwater Memorial Church. My name is Julius Little, and it's no secret, I've wasted many years of my life being a part of the gang problem here in Stillwater. Fortunately, the Ultor Corporation has given me a second chance. Join me as I take you through the past and future of Saints Row.
So we got to that one. So let's go on to the next one, huh?
Los Canales spread like a cancer. Within months, Lopez's empire was spread throughout Stillwater. One of the neighborhoods that was hit the worst was Sunnyvale Gardens. The Carnales swept through Sunnyvale demanding protection fees, pushing drugs, and bringing gang warfare to the streets. Tired of the violence in his neighborhood, my childhood friend Benjamin King organized the kids in Sunnyvale to stand up for themselves. And the Vice Kings were born.
So Los Carnales were causing a havoc in around Stillwater, and Benjamin King created the Vice Kings in order to counter them. But where do the Rollers come into play?
Fueled by their desire to take back their neighborhood, the Vice Kings surged. In a matter of days, Sunnyvale was free of the Carnales. But Ben King didn't stop there. Over the next months, the Vice Kings and the Carnales battled for control of Stillwater. And while the Carnales were reduced to a fraction of their former glory, the cost had been high. Not only was Stillwater torn apart, but Ben King had grown accustomed to power and refused to give it up. Rather than continue to be a leg breaker for Benjamin, I dropped my flags and moved to Saints Row. Sadly, my retirement was relatively short-lived.
So Ben King couldn't give up the power he had from taking out Los Carnales, and ended up becoming probably a bigger threat to Stillwater than even Lopez.
As the years went by, Benjamin King started to direct his focus to legitimate business ventures, and his criminal empire suffered for it. Not only did the Carnales regain their strength, but a new gang, the West Side Rollers, also tried to make a name for themselves. For a while, these three gangs tore each other apart. But once the violence spilled into Saints Row, I had to do something. Like Benjamin, I gathered the people of this neighborhood and gathered them in this very building. Here is where the 3rd Street Saints were born.
Julius created his own gang in order to be able to stop. The Rollers really didn't have much history behind them. They just kind of came into it. But the 3rd Street Saints definitely needed to make a name for themselves if they were to take on the other three.
During the reign of the 3rd Street Saints, this building was no stranger to violence. And what few pews remained in the condemned church were often stained with blood. But what was the epicenter for violence in Saints Row has since become an icon for rebirth. After Alderman Hughes' assassination, one of my lieutenants, a strategist named Dex, accepted a job at Alto and made it his first order of business to return this building
These
into
people
the
are going to
icon
wish they
it was
never
in the
forgot
70s.
about me.
After painstaking and exacting restoration efforts spanning 2 years, Altor is proud to open these church doors once again.
And what else? This is, oh, we already got the last plaque here. Okay. So why don't we go ahead and do that mission? Where? There it is, out the front here. All right.
The fuck took you so long?
You ain't Dex.
Neither are you.
You look different, did you?
I didn't do shit to my hair.
You pulling a gun on me?
Well, I didn't have time to plant a bomb in the church, so this'll have to do.
You don't know what the hell you talking about.
Why don't you educate me?
I don't gotta explain shit to you.
Well, this is where we're gonna have to agree to disagree.
Why don't you just put the gun down? We both know you're not gonna use it.
Not yet.
Stop!
I never thought I'd see you beg, Julius.
I'm not begging. I'm trying to talk some sense into you.
I'm done listening to your bullshit.
Put it together. Dex wanted us in the same place.
Yeah, and why do you want that?
Can we kill each other later? Dex sent the Masako. Looks like he means business.
So now we gotta defend the church. Oh god, they're upstairs. Where are the stairs? Julius, come with me. Ah, god frickin'. Flex Logan ain't going down. And if anybody's gonna kill Julius, it's gonna be me. Now where are the damn stairs? All right. Another Masako unit is on the way. Let's bring the pain. I guess they gotta come in through the front. Hello? Wait, whoa, 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 how'd they get in here? That's all they got. Come on. I'm gonna take care of these guys up here first. Thanks, Julius. just like old times, hey, Jules? You know, you even make it more like old times. Oh, Julius, defend the west side.
These guys would learn to run.
Come on, then. Just try it. This is the first place where I felt like, where Flex Logan felt like he belonged and shield defended to the death. Oh, God. The police are doing much better than the Ultor guys, that's for sure. Defend the east side. Do I have any burgers left? No. Not many people appreciated the ska lifestyle. To think. Just a few months, just a couple months ago, even actually, yeah, just a couple months ago, I was kicking prison guards in the groin in order to facilitate my escape. And now look at me. The head of the Ultor Corporation. Head of the Ultor Corporation. And the meanest gangbanger this side of Stillwater. This man is a mime. I stomped him to death. There we go. I'm not banning one of my followers. I think he abandons me. He abandoned me like he abandoned me at a
Gotta take that fucker down.
Jesus! Yeah. I know I gotta destroy the helicopter. Oh boy. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Son of a biscuit. There we go.
Don't get too excited, man. This ain't over yet. Let's get to my car.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best Ultor can throw at us.
Get to Julius's car. All right. Excuse me. Pardon me. Julius, where's your car? Oh, you parked around the corner, did you? Making sure I wouldn't recognize you? Nice wheels that Ultor buy you.
What do you say we get the hell out of here? You shoot. I'll drive.
Sounds like a plan.
Ah, I do have grenades in this
You
thing.
might like in the back seat.
Uh-oh. Where are you going, Julius? Holy cow, this is a terrible idea! Oh, Jesus! All I gotta do is thunk.
Keep running, you wankers.
Well, that says keep running, bitches. Why would the game lie to me? Julius, where are we going? Also, was that a hood in our back seat? I hear a helicopter. Ah!
Mind keeping us from getting shot?
Trying to, they're right above me though. Wait, they crashed into each other. Where are you going, Julius? Julius? Oh, you are not making this easy, buddy. Oh boy. I mean, they're trying. The helicopters are definitely doing a better job. They should just send after the helicopters after us. Oh, here they come!
If you don't get it together, we're both gonna die here.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time. If you don't drive... Well, okay. I guess I can't really ask you to drive better considering I was more or less directly responsible for having your car... Oh my god. Jeez! Ah!
You didn't think it was gonna be that easy, did you?
Is it too hard to drive the fucking car straight?
Oh, good! More helicopters. Julius, I'm taking cover! Oh, I wish I got the rockets, but I didn't get the rockets. Where the hell's the helicopter going? I can't follow it this way! But I wish it would stay still for a second so I could riddle it with bullets. He shot a rocket at Julius, and I think he is dead. Well, shoot. Alright, 30 seconds to revive my homie, no big deal. As long as he's, yep, as long as he's within range to be revived, that is. No, get back here. Oh. Why did Julius die immediately? Either that or he was on the ground and I just didn't notice. One down. Julius, just stay in cover. Okay, you gotta stop that! I made a mistake. Oh, come on! I heard the rocket. Gotta stop at some point. I know they stop at some point. Oh, dead. Oh, man! I gotta get behind cover in the amphitheater. What? Jesus! Julius, yo, you got flung way down here. All right. Okay, final boss battle. 2 helicopters. 2 helicopters versus a billion lions. Who wins? Am I gonna be all right? Oh boy. Ugh.
You really think you can take my crew?
Up. Oh, that's gonna kill me. Yep. Oh, man. They gotta be close, right? I am hitting this thing, right? I gotta keep an eye on that helicopter because I want to take that down first. Come on. For God's sake! Where did that even come from?
Is it too hard to drive the fucking car straight?
You know what I should have brought here? Wait, I do have an RPG! What the? Here I am, like, trying to shoot at these things like a chump, when I could just be doing this. So it's true! This battle isn't hard, I'm just an idiot! Already got 1 down. I'm riddling it with bullets, I didn't even know I had this. When he said he had hardware in the back, I thought he meant the machine gun with the infinite ammo. They made this seem like this was this is gonna be a lot more of a challenge than it actually is. Look at this. 1. That's it. That's all I had to do.
Just like old times, player.
Bleeding moron. Whoa.
Jesus. I thought we were past this.
Not by a fucking long shot.
Don't you get it? The Saints didn't solve a goddamn thing. Drugs were still being pushed. Innocent people were still getting killed. All we did was turn into vice kings that wore purple.
Jesus Christ, you sound like a pussy.
I sound like someone who's not a sociopath.
You want to be the killer with a conscience? Fine. Drop your flags and write a book like King, but you never should have came after me.
You telling me, if I would have asked you to walk away, you would have said yes.
Fuck no, this is my city.
Jesus. You haven't learned a goddamn thing.
Wrong. I've learned that being in charge is better than being a bitch who keeps his mouth shut and does what he's told. Your time's over, old man.
What's happened to you?
I woke up.
You owe me, player. If it wasn't for me, you would have died on that street corner.
If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have been in a goddamn coma.
And I guess that makes us even.
Not really.
And with that, we have completed the final mission of the main game of Saints Row 2. Museum tour guide found dead in an amphitheater. Ooh, he was considered the museum tour guide for the Saints, huh? We unlocked Julius's car. And would there be any missions left, we'd be able to play more. There is DLC, so who knows? Maybe I'll tackle that. But anyway, now is the time where we can roll the credits. And that is the end of Saints Row 2. And considering this is a Volition game, I think the credits are going to be super long, so we'll have to see on that one. But at any rate, yeah, this is we're not quite at my favorite Saints Row in terms of like controls wise, which is 3. But this one's still high up there. It's definitely a lot more polished than 2. A couple things that I wish were a little bit more cleaned up, but again, and I'm not saying the Xbox 360 is a primitive console by any means. It's just that there's a lot of stuff that they, for like a big open world game like this, there's a lot of stuff that they probably had to cut a lot of corners for. However, still a great game. Well, I say that, but then again, 3 was also on the 360, as well as the PS3 and PC. But they managed to do, a lot better with that. Probably, it's kind of the same thing that goes with every new console archetype, where they kind of like just do what they can based on what they already know, learn the console as it goes on, then really figure out what to do with the technology later in its life. Because I want to say that, let's see, the Xbox One came out in, I want to say like around like November or December of 2013. Saints Row 3 was 2011. So it was pretty late in the Xbox 360's life cycle. Meaning that a lot of the hiccups that they could have gotten rid of, a lot of the hiccups that they probably wouldn't have known about, or learned through the development of Saints Row 1 and 2, they really cleaned up in Saints Row 3. At least that's my opinion on it. I can say this much, when I do get around to playing Saints Row 3, it's definitely going to be the PC version. Because that's the one I'm the most familiar with. But in terms of this game, in terms of Saints Row 2, fantastic story. I love the Ronin story is probably my favorite one of them all, just because of that absolutely brutal scene of Johnny Gat just beating the hell out of Shogo, and then the playa and Johnny Gat burying him alive. On top of that, the final mission. That, by the way, we can only do after this credit sequence. With Jules is another good one that I like quite a bit. Oh man, what else? Carlos getting done dirty was good for adding drama, but man, he was the reason you were able to get out of jail. Like, he knew, like he basically like facilitated your entire escape. And what happens to him? He gets dragged along the street to the point where, like, if he was to recover, he would probably be like, I don't know. It's probably a matter of opinion with him as well. He might be better off dead, so we just have to put him down. The Samedi was the Samedi missions were a little bit touch and go. I think Veteran Child was a good antagonist. I feel like he was kind of caught in between the Samedi and the Saints. And Mr. Sunshine was a really good villain. I liked him a lot. Can't say the same about the General though. I think the General I felt took too much of sort of like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like an armchair role, if that makes sense. Like he was up until like the very end. You don't even get to see him when you're fighting him. He's in the car the entire time. He's in a limo, then he runs away. You never get any like actual combat with him. Then he gets into a car. I don't think he's even driving it. Yeah, he's just in the back of it. So you don't really fight him. You just kind of like take him out. And then, you know, it all comes together with Ultor being like, hey, guess what? You know, Saint's bad, corporation's good. Saint's bad, corporation's good. And where did that end up getting him? Why, 6 feet underground, as it were. Well, you know, 6 feet underground and dead, as opposed to, Shogo? That would be a good way to start here. Shogo's played by Yuri Lowenthal. Michael, I keep getting his name wrong. It's either Michael Vorn or Michael Dorn. I think it's Michael Dorn, playing the leader of the Brotherhood. Good casting on that one. He's a great actor. Love him in Star Trek. Love him in the hell is that one? Justice League, in the early 2000s Justice League series. He played Calabec, which is who's Darkseid's adoptive son. There's a whole story behind that, but he does a good job at playing that as well. And there's just so much good talent in this, not just from the big names, but even like the extras that are scrolled along the screen right now. Like they did such a good job. There were like so many good deliveries from like random NPCs and so many good lines. And it's like that's partly on the writers too, but like if it wasn't for the actors, then the feeling, the comedy, the, you know, what would make you laugh wouldn't have been brought up nearly as much. So yeah, there is all that. I feel like I've run out of things to say here, but on this channel we pay homage to the people who did everything. Oh boy. I just realized we're at the music part of this, and there are a lot of tracks in this. I think there's just like some tracks that are just there always, but like if there's 50, we might be here for a while. We didn't even get a chance to listen to them just because they're all copyrighted music. If you ever get a chance to play the game, like this has got a really good soundtrack. And there's also that bit that I had to cut out of, well, not really cut out, but the bit of the songs being commented on by like Pierce and the playa, rather Flex Logan, about you know, like Pierce even singing along with some of the songs as well. So like, you know, that's good to experience. They also got, I see Down Under, Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Everybody's Working for the Weekend. I was singing that song during this episode, or during last episode. This might be out of order, because if these credits go on for a really long time, I might push this back to, I'm probably gonna push this back to being its own separate episode, because at this point, I haven't actually done the quest with Jules yet. So whoops. So we'll have to see on that one. Here I Come, Broader Than Broadway. Here's Your Future, Hey Boy, Hole in the Earth. Any other? I like a lot of those like 80s pop songs and what now would be considered classic rock. Oh, Karma Chameleon? Hell yeah. Comes and goes. Comes and goes. Yeah. That's a good one. Wow, that is a long title. Lying is the most fun a girl can have without taking her clothes off. Performed by Panic at the Disco. I also like the music title, Milk Lizard. God, that reminds me of like that Game Grumps bit where Dan's talking about different titles that, different titles of songs that they didn't get a chance to use. One of the most public masturbation is so much fun it should be illegal. Over and over. I wonder if that's the same song I'm thinking of. Can't really describe how it goes because I don't remember like exactly how it went, but I remember it from I think it was either SSX3 or SSX on tour. Now I'm just commenting on the soundtrack because I'm running out of stuff to say about Saints Row, and a lot of like the activities like that. A lot of that stuff was on, well, not even kind of on me, but completely on me for not like learning how to do them. But one thing that happens when I record Let's Plays, and this isn't an excuse, this is something that could be very easily remedied with editing, is that I'll get really impatient. Take On Me, that's a good song too. I'll get really impatient in terms of like trying to learn mechanics for things because I don't want, you know, I want there to be like consistent flow and progress with the game, and I don't want there to be like stops in that because I'm trying to figure something out. But it's a back before I really started editing my Let's Plays, and even and I'm not even editing my Let's Plays, you know, Dan and Austin Dan did this one. I still have that kind of like that inkling about me where it's like I've got to hurry up and either figure this out or just give up because I don't want this portion of the Let's Play to drag on. Anyway, these silent credits here. Oh boy, there's still more music licenses. Oh man. At any rate, I had a lot of fun with this. I like the Saints Row series a lot. My first one was 3, and then like after I beat 3, I didn't think much more about this. And one of my roommates in college was like, "Yo, you ever actually play the first 2?" And I was like, "No, I never did." He's like, "Cool, I'll lend them to you." So he did. I beat them, and I had a great time with them. And then he and I had a really good conversation about it. So yeah. That was like fun memories of college. I was man, it's so weird to think about how long I've been doing content for. Because in terms of doing overall content on YouTube, let's see, it's been 13 years since I started. I started in 2008 doing a Smash Brothers Machinima. And then I think my first Let's Play content, this was actually part of my first, Saints Row 3 was actually part of my first Let's Play content now that I think about it. If you look really back at my old stuff, by the way, I just want to, let me, I'm trying to think of the word for this. Disclaimer here. The early 2010s were a very different time. So, you know, I ask that you understand that I have changed as a person since then. And any of the language that might be present in my older content be taken with the fact that that's who I used to be and not who I am now. Because we experienced that once with when I live streamed my Super Smash Brothers Machinima Smash Fighter, and oh boy, that's like part of the reason why I look back on that and cringe is because of like of the poor production value. The other part of it is just how poorly the jokes have aged and like the language has aged, because like I don't know, like you're stupid and you're a kid, and back then the internet was like the Wild West. Especially on YouTube. Oh my god. There was like, oh my god, if you think about YouTube back in those days, there was copyrighted music everywhere. You know, people could post pretty much anything on there with little to no regard for what was happening. In some cases, there was porn on there. I mean, like, I don't know how deep you'd have to dig into YouTube nowadays in order to be able to find that content, if it's even still there. But like, YouTube was nuts. I mean, like, it was softcore, obviously, but it was like, but still, they managed to sneak under it, and then it was bought out by Google, which had its positives and also its negatives. But I think one of the positives is definitely like the storage that Google has to be able to host all those videos, because Twitch still has to delete VODs every now and again, just because of how much because all their stuff would fill up. But I don't know. I like to think that I've learned a bit since then. I say a bit, but I've learned quite a bit since then to not be so, what's the word I'm looking for? Liberal with the dirty language there, or rather the offensive language. This is usually what happens when credits are this long. I go on these long tangents and completely forget to talk about the game, the game. But I don't know. I think I've put my I think I've laid everything on the table that I liked and didn't like about this game. Personally, I'm super happy with. I mean, this game is, like I said, this game is definitely an improvement over the first one. And one big thing I liked about the first one as well is just the fact that the player never spoke until like the end of each of the missions. And this one, he can't shut his goddamn mouth. No regard for human life. But anyway, that all out of the way, I think it's time we signed off here. So, I will see you all next Let's Play. Although first, let's see what we got. $50,000, the attack helicopter, and I still have respect to play more missions, because remember, these are the credits before, or these at this point, these credits were before I did the last mission. At any rate, I'll see you all next Let's Play. Later. Flex Logan, baby. Take it down, Ultor.